More Diddy news as he is called out by an A-list actor. Ariana Maddox is talking Vanderpump Rules and who she has been talking to. Jax and Brittany are doing, we'll talk about it. And Tamra Judge just won't stop digging a hole for herself. This is No Offense, All Offense. Make sure you smash that like, hit that subscribe. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello and welcome back to my channel for No Offense, All Offense with stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer. That's me, where we talk about all the things going on in pop culture news, our favorite reality shows, anything that's striking our fancy, things we love to hate or things we hate to love. We never mean to offend, but most likely someone will be offended. So it is no offense, all offense. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great day. Smash that like as you're coming in. Hello, hello. Thank you to those of you who became members recently. We have David, Amy renewing her membership, and Brianne. Enjoy the emojis and the bonus content. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel like easy for me to say, like Brianne, Amy, and David did, you can always join my membership here on YouTube or check out my membership on Patreon. You can send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. We'll talk about it. You can send a super thanks after the video posts or hit me up in the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You don't have to do any of that, but if you want to, you can. Thank you, Kelly Cal, for the first super chat of the live. Jolene, it's been so long. Please distract me. I got my hair dyed and I look like I had a psychotic break. Oh no. What color did you get your hair dyed, Kelly Cal, and why do you look like you had a psychotic break? Did they dry it by you had to put your finger in a socket or something? I don't know. Andrew Gabor is in the chat. My friend Andrew Gabor. If you guys aren't subbed to Andrew Gabor, get subbed to Andrew Gabor because he's awesome and he covers pop culture and he's hilarious. So shout out to Gabor. I just talked to Mims today. So all of my friends in the chat. All right. We have a lot to talk about today. Let's just get the pervert out of the room or out of the way first. Let's talk Diddy. Okay. So yesterday, if you missed, I think it was yesterday. Yes. My No Offense, All Offense yesterday, we live streamed the press conference that was held in Houston, from the lawyer. And well, there's two law firms that are, working on 120 separate civil lawsuits against Diddy. That's 120 new survivors, new surviving Diddy. People are working with law firms out of Houston, the Busby Law Firm, and the Ava Law Group. And so we heard from Mr. Busby, aka Tony Busby, as well as a couple other people with like victim rights and, that worked for advocacy groups. And what we heard yesterday was so shocking. And just when you think this Diddy case can't get any more shocking, we have civil lawsuits coming out separately from 125, I believe, people. 20 of those individuals were children at the time of the alleged abuse and essay. Very disturbing, and that spanned over I think the people lived in 25 states, people from 25 different states. So a lot of very disturbing news yesterday, but we covered the whole press conference. And since then, this lawyer, Tony Busby, has been, making this information public. Stephen A. Smith, I watched an interview with him. And he was saying that since they put the hotline number up for people to call, if they themselves have been victims of Diddy and, his co-conspirators, other people around him, or they know of anything, to call. And Tony Busby said they got approximately 12,000 calls in 24 hours. to that hotline, which is, again, it just keeps getting worse and worse. So we'll see. As far as Tony Busby said yesterday, as far as the feds being aware, since they currently have indicted Diddy on multiple, racketeering, trafficking charges, Tony Busby said he wasn't sure, but he hoped that the feds would now be privy to this information with Diddy. So just very disturbing claim, unfortunately, children from the ages of 9 to 14 are in these lawsuits, these civil lawsuits, as well as a pregnant woman who she was pregnant at the time of the essay, allegedly by Diddy and others around him. And most of the people who are, making the claims against Diddy and filing these lawsuits were given laced drinks, which we've heard a lot within this Diddy case. And in particular, a certain substance was brought up called Trank, and it is a horse tranquilizer. So that's where we're at there. Teacher BC says Stephen A doesn't say he screamed it. He was like, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. So that's what's going on with Diddy. There's always new accusations. He's currently being detained in a jail in Brooklyn. He is going to be making his third attempt with his new quote unquote dream team of lawyers he's added to Alexandra Shapiro, no relation to Robert Shapiro, and also Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto criminal who he is shares like a dorm like common area within this Brooklyn prison. He also got I think Alexander Shapiro was his lawyer. So now Diddy has Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto criminal, who's in that who was sentenced to 25 years for defrauding people or stealing. I think it turned out to be like $8 billion, something crazy, within his crypto business. And then he's also there with the former president of Honduras. And he has hired, he's hired Alexander Shapiro, who has represented Sam Bankman-Fried, I think that's his name, previously. And then he also hired Anthony Rico, interesting name, for the charges against Diddy. And he is known as a very good trial lawyer who has been a part of these high-profile cases in the past. So just so much going on. Miss Diamond, thank you. Miss Diamond says, hit that like. The like is for Jolene, not Diddy. Yes, not Diddy. 183 watching. Let's see if we can get 183 likes. Okay, so more, there's a lot of speculation of who knows who's involved, who's going to be named. These lawsuits are going to be filed in the next 30 days, according to Tony Busby and the Busby law firm and the Ava Law Group. But there's a lot of speculation of who's next, who's going to get exposed next, whose name is going to come out in this, because they said they want to name them. They want to name everyone, whether it be a business entity that made money off of this, whether it be, someone who was complicit and was there and didn't stop it and watched it, knew about it, someone who participated in the essay. A lot has come out. Well, recently, Page 6 is reporting, as of today, Denzel Washington once confronted Diddy at a party and stormed out after a screaming match. And I'm like, oh, what happened with Denzel? Mimi says, how does someone become so evil? Me and Hype Man Husband Cho were just talking about that literally before I went live. Like, these are just we just continue to hear the depravity like this. How do you get so low that this is what you're doing, to children, that this is what you're doing to anyone, but let alone children? It's just sick. So Denzel Washington has yelled at Diddy in the past. Sean Diddy Combs once caught heat from Denzel during a party, according to a new report. The actor, 69, allegedly confronted Diddy during an all-night affair he attended with his wife, Pauletta Washington. In 2003, a source told Us Weekly, today, Wednesday. All right. Denzel screamed, "You don't respect anyone." The insider, who was reportedly close with the Oscar winner in the early 2000s, claimed. Interesting that it's coming out now. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people want distance from Diddy, and that wouldn't surprise me. Denzel seems like an I can't when people are bringing up, Beyonce and then Denzel. I'm like, no. But that seems pretty. I mean, well, I don't know what to believe anymore. Honestly, I am so disappointed in the entertainment industry as a whole, and the amount of people and that hide this sort of thing, and the amount of gatekeeping predators that are allowed to exist for as long as they are allowed is ridiculous. All right. Sorry. The number. Yes, you're right. Not 125, 120 victims in the civil lawsuits. Yes, I think I said 125. Thank you for correcting me. So Denzel had screamed at him at a 2003 party, "You don't respect anyone." Oh my goodness. And that's pretty much, leave it to Page 6 to be like, that's all the information we're going to get. That's it. That's Denzel just yelled, well, what led up to this? What happened? Huh? What's going on? Kenzie says, hell yeah, Denzel. Who do you think is the most shocking Diddy party attendance? Oh, Kenzie Brady, that's a fantastic question. I don't know, because there are different Diddy parties. There are the parties. There's, obviously the white parties in the Hamptons that were very, it was like the who's who famous. And there were so many people there, but we don't know if these parties, who was there just during the time of the regular party and who stayed later for the freak offs, or exactly what year did the first freak off party happen, as opposed to what year the first white party happened. Because I've heard multiple reports of, it wasn't always the freak offs. Some people are saying the freak offs didn't necessarily start until the Cassie relationship, until Diddy started, abusing Cassie in that way and having her with sex workers, and him being there pleasuring himself. Just really gross stuff. And some people say it could have happened, sooner. I think without a better explanation, it's very similar to how people become at times serial killers. They don't always start. You might start out as a peeping Tom, and then you might, or even how they become like Aris. I'm changing the words for YouTube here, but how they become, people who SA, they might just start as peeping Toms, and then it grows to now they're going to SA, and then it grows to now they're going to, murder you. We have to say it like that, because otherwise YouTube will take the video. So, and then it's almost like it heightens, like that becomes not enough. And I think that is, my speculation with the Diddy situation is that, eventually the sickest stuff you can think of, you become desensitized to it, I guess. And then you have to do something worse and worse. That's the only way I can, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking here. Chickenhead, thank you so much for the super chat. Chickenhead said, Dapper Dan said it was generational, that Diddy's grandparents started. Oh my, not the grandparents. Well, I also have heard that maybe Diddy was groomed into, these are all alleged. Obviously, everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything's alleged for entertainment purposes only. But there's been talk about, this going back to, possibly Diddy being someone who was groomed within the business by people like Andre Harrell or Clive Davis. Obviously we see this kind of behavior. It becomes a pattern of abuse. And a lot of times there is just, I think, true evil, people who are just evil. But I think there's also something happened to them that then, made them do that to someone else. And that's just me watching the Menendez stuff about the Menendez brothers. I mean, that Netflix show and the information that's come out since they've been incarcerated about their dad. And I want to see what Mr. Menendez, wasn't he in the entertainment industry? I think he was. I think he was the CEO, Jose Menendez. He was the, okay, let me look up Jose Menendez. And that is very disturbing, the allegations about him and what he allegedly did to his sons. So he was the, what the hell was he? Sorry, guys, I'm looking here at, I know he was the CEO, but I don't know if he was the CEO of an entertainment, Slain Entertainment, or Slain, because he was killed, Joleen, that's not the business name. So Slain Entertainment, so he was an entertainment executive. Oh my gosh. And so he spent several years at RCA Records. Okay. That's all I need to know right now. That's all I need to know, you guys. I forgot about that Dane. He ran the band Menudo. Are they gonna look back in, and he abused a member of Menudo? Are they gonna look back into the Menendez brothers? Are they gonna look back into this case? Because these dudes have been in jail for a long time. And let me tell you, I wasn't privy to the essay allegations against Jose by Lyle and Eric Menendez, but I wasn't privy to the specifics, which who wants to be, but I am now, and it is some sick ass shit. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, we need Cat Williams.
All people that love the truth got to be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. That's just what time it is. 2024, folks.
Again, allegedly, but interesting that we have an entertainment executive and we have someone who worked for RCA. Yes, Kenzie, thank you for reminding me of that, and other people in the chat. One guy from Menudo claimed essay from him as well. Oh, Kylie says 35 years they've been in jail. They are considering putting them up for parole. I mean, I think some of their family is even claiming, I know they're not 100% happy with Ryan Murphy's story, The Menendez Monsters, the show on Netflix, but it's just so sick. It is so sick. They were not believed at the time. And it, being obviously 35 years out of this, when the Menendez trial was going on, I was a kid. And all you saw, I think, public opinion was not good. They were like poor little rich kids who, then went on to spend mom and dad's money after, shooting them in the face and stuff with shotguns and claiming it was the mafia. And they just didn't come off likable. They came off spoiled, entitled. And so when they started sharing their stories of abuse, people didn't believe them, unfortunately. And that's horrible. Yeah, they should be paroled at this. Ugh. Jacqueline, you're right. Lucinda says 2024, hashtag buckle up. Yes, Ricky Martin was in Menudo. Menudo, a very popular band. So disturbing that Jose Menendez was behind a children's boy band. Both of his sons are accusing him of horrific SA for years, especially with Eric. Lyle's, I believe, stopped pretty young because Lyle didn't, I think he spoke up he tried to speak up to a cousin, I believe. And then the cousin went to his mom, but we know Miss Kiki Menendez, I think that's what her name was. She allegedly knew about the abuse and wasn't going to do anything and was like, it's not true. So once he stopped with Lyle, it turned to Eric. So crazy. Witness says their theories of self-defense are starting to seem more plausible, right? In my opinion, Dr. Orziel was a corrupt therapist. Yes, the therapist that Eric Menendez admitted to taking the lives of his parents. He admitted it to that doctor, and that doctor seems corrupt AF. All of this needs to be looked into. I wonder if they've gotten any traction from the Innocence Project. I mean, technically they're not innocent. They did murder their parents, but if it, what they were saying well, goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, bye-bye, Jose. Because it's horrible and disgusting. So, yeah, so self-defense totally is making more and more sense. And the mom was like a gun advocate, and they were terrified that they were going to take, their parents were going to take them out of this world, because they started, especially Lyle started, when he found out it was still happening to Eric for years and years and years. The last time allegedly Jose Menendez had assaulted, or SA'd, I should say, his youngest son, Eric, was just right before the murders. I did hear about that very interesting Kim Kardashian visited after the Netflix show. And we know the Kardashians they're also being, drug into this Diddy stuff because they were good friends with Diddy and at parties, especially Khloe. And now clips are being pulled from Keeping Up with the Kardashians of Khloe talking about being at a Diddy party and everyone being naked. Now, again, that doesn't necessarily mean yet that Khloe knew or that Khloe was part of a freak off, but I think it's easy for people now to go, well, because these kind of horrific crimes, we want answers and we want to know, like, who knew, who was hiding it, who was complicit, who participated. Like, we want to know. And I think now that the feds, hopefully, they have a hold of this, and then we have these civil lawsuits going on. Hopefully we will get the justice as a society, and the survivors will get the justice as well. Mm-hmm. Hello, Stephen. Good to see you. So this Denzel Washington calling out a Diddy, I'm not surprised. This seems like the kind of thing that Denzel would do. Denzel, no, he doesn't want none of this funny business, allegedly. None of this. He wouldn't like the ego of someone like Diddy. I could see that. Just knowing the little bit. Obviously I'm not personal friends with Denzel Washington. But that seems like the kind of guy he is. Right, Andrea? That's a whole nother rabbit hole you can fall down. The most interesting connection is Chris's boyfriend, Corey. I'm falling down rabbit holes. I'm probably going to be doing edited Diddy videos soon, like little documentary style, if I can focus myself enough, because I am just every night just watch. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to be careful not to, fall down the wrong hole. And then that didn't sound good, but then all of a sudden there's just a lot out there. So you really gotta take a look at it. So Susan says Khloe was hired at 16 to go on the Diddy tour. She didn't sing or dance. What was she hired for? Good question, Susan. Yes, Denzel Washington, aka Mama Felicia's brother.
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
You got the dog. Oh, y'all just set it up. Y'all set it straight to the office.
Yeah, we heard the dog.
Not Corey Feldman, even though Corey Feldman is someone who has spoke out about the industry and industry executives and people within Hollywood who abused him and his friend Corey Haim. We're talking about Corey, Kris Jenner's longtime boyfriend. At this point, what? I don't even know what Corey's last name is. I honestly don't know much about Corey, but we're all starting to learn more about Corey, Kris Jenner's man friend. But I don't know. I know people say he has hips. That's all I know. That's all I don't know much about this man. I don't find this man very entertaining. I don't know what's going on with this man. So, we'll stay updated. We'll stay with obviously this Diddy story. So much to come with the upcoming trial and with Diddy attempting to get out on bail after being denied twice previously. Hopefully, they will keep denying Diddy, because like I said, on the Cassie video alone from 2016 of his assault of Cassie in a LA hotel, in the hallway near the elevators when she was allegedly escaping a freak off when his ass fell asleep. He must have put the baby oil on himself and forgot. Oops, that's not supposed to go on me. And he fell asleep, and Cassie was literally trying to escape. It's heartbreaking. And then he assaults her right there. So, okay, thank you. Corey Gamble. Well, you're taking a gamble when you're being associated with Corey, allegedly. That's what they say. They say he has hips. I don't know. That his hips don't lie or something. I'm not sure. Okay. We try to find the comedy, but this is some dark ass shit. Yes, witness on the Cassie video alone. Okay. So, shout out to Denzel Washington, and the Diddy stuff keeps getting crazier and crazier by the day. All right, let's talk a little Vanderpumprules, you guys. When is this damn show going to come back? And I never thought I would say that. No, I did think I would say that. But when is it coming back? What's happening? A lot of speculation regarding that. And I'm one of the few who I don't like. If that was the end and that's how they ended it, I don't like it. So I'm definitely here. I want Ariana. I want her to keep getting all the opportunities, but I also want her to get another. Well, they're gonna, they'll want her on the show no matter what. But I want her to drag these hoes. Okay, I want her to come back, and I want her drag these hoes. Lala, Sheena, Stupid Tom. I want the best for her. And if it's healthy for her, and if she wants to get that check, I want to be here to support her. And I will roast up all the tomfoolery as they come at her. Okay. So Ariana did speak publicly about what is going on with who she's talking to. And according to Cosmopolitan, she revealed that she hasn't been in touch with Lala Kent since the reunion.
Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
Which, not a shocker, obviously. Lala, one of the biggest haters. Mazel, she just had another baby. You're still a hater. But she hasn't been in touch with Lala since the season 11 reunion. So according to Cosmopolitan, after season 11 of Vanderpumprules ended earlier this year, fans have been itching to know whether the beloved Bravo reality series will return for season 12 and if Ariana Madix is coming back. She was asked about the fate of the show during DirecTV's Get Real event presented by People and Entertainment Weekly recently, to which she responded, I don't know. Ariana also revealed where she stands with her co-stars Lala Kent and Sheena Shea after they seemingly turned on her during the show's dramatic season 11 reunion. It was so dirty to watch this past season and see what Lala and Sheena, how they were treating Ariana, especially Lala. Oh, you are a player hater fool. We will always play Biggie because we will not blame Biggie for dirty ass Diddy. Okay, but Lala, you are a player hater. Obviously, in my opinion. So she says, I haven't been in touch with Lala at all, she told E! News. Sheena and I talk every once in a while. So Ariana's saying she does talk to Sheena every once in a while, which, okay. Like Miss Phyllis says, okay. I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but okay. And she said, Sheena and I talk every once in a while. I love to see her doing well. And I think she's also in the same boat as me. Now, when she says in the same boat as me, is she also saying that Sheena doesn't really talk to Lala very much?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That's how I took it. I took it like that. Now, I know Lala is a big fan of mine, but I just cannot be a fan of hers right now.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Joleen.
Oh, Joleen was excellent. What are they saying?
Exactly. I mean, I do like that she loves me so much, but not here for it, Lala. No, thank you. Alexandra D, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome to the Lean team. Enjoy the content and also the emojis. Also, the emojis. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I mean, Lala, quit gushing about me. She sure likes me a lot. So as for the future Vanderpumprules, we know that Lisa Vanderpump said that the cast will take a break from the cameras for several months. They let the Valley season 2 film and before getting back into it. But we haven't, there's been rumors that You know, it's going to start back up. Filming's going to start back up. Vanderpumprules is, though, on hiatus just for a little bit. Lisa shared with E! News amid rumors that the show was canceled in May. Lisa said, let it breathe. I think we were going around in circles for a little bit. You think, Lisa? I think you were sticking up for problematic men on your cast a little too much. And I think there was this push to forgive Tom Sandoval, and he didn't care. He did not feel bad what he did. Okay? And everyone was like, you have to forgive Sandy, but he could hurt himself. But then he's out here being like, when Ariana was gonna, it's possible that she was struggling with her mental health. He was like, I didn't believe her.
There's two things happening here. She confided in you. You put it out on camera. Bottom line is, you now know what it feels like. Because I didn't believe it. That's why. But now you know how it feels to have those types of thoughts and have people say, I don't believe it.
I just, there were 4 other things said that weren't.
It doesn't matter. You've got.
So we got to care about his mental health, but he doesn't believe anyone else's mental health crisis is real. Oh my God. Do they have like a celebrity boxing he could join so I can just watch him get his ass kicked? I don't advocate violence except for when I advocate for violence.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Done. I am. Thank you, Lisa Morgan. Lisa Morgan says, as a Lisa, I say we don't have to forgive problematic men, especially ones that haven't changed and aren't sorry and are still really shitty. All right. Thank you, Virginia Thornton. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Lane team. The Lane team. Yeah, the reunion was bad. I just want you away from me. Remember, Ariana cried. Ariana told her ex, Tom Sandoval, through tears, I just want you gone. I don't want you to be in a position where I'm being forced. And then Tom's like, that's our job. And when he had his mustache, someone asked at the mustache, that's our job. That's what we do. My girlfriend's a model. Her name is Victoria. She fights with Rachel Raquel and Billy Lee. And no one can find any of her modeling pictures. But she's really famous. Okay. All right, Jolene. Comment down. All right. Let's talk about Jackson Brittany. What's going on? My friend Christina Coca, shout out to Christina Coca. She's posting about this. Great job, Christina Coca. But do you mean to tell me Jax requested that Brittany have full custody of their son Cruz in a new divorce filing? Apparently, he's representing himself. And in the paperwork, he requested for Brittany, as they go through their divorce, get custody. Let's see what People Magazine is saying about this, because this is crazy. All right. So Cartwright, being Brittany, take old biddies from Kentucky, initially filed for divorce from Jax Taylor on August 27th. Conveniently during filming of The Valley Season 2. Check it out on bravotv when it's out. We'll be roasting it. And requesting full. So Brittany was requesting full and legal custody of Cruz, their son. Jax Taylor is asking that his estranged wife, Brittany, get full custody of their 3-year-old son. In a document filed on September 26 in response to Cartwright's divorce filing, the Vanderpumprules alum 45 requested that Cartwright receive full legal and physical custody of their son Cruz. In regards to child support, Jax checked the box for other. What do you mean other? What's other? What are you going to pay him in suckers? You going to pay him what? You don't got cash? What's going on here? What do you mean other? So in regards to child support, Taylor checked the box for other, according to the document. What's other? Other. You going to pay him in hugs? Basket of kisses? Kids cost money, Jax. There's no other. When Cartwright first filed for divorce on August 27th, she requested full legal and physical custody of Cruz. After filing, a source told People that Brittany's focus is on her son and Tequila. No, Jolene, just her son. Stop it. As she and Taylor strive to become friendly co-parents. This step has been a long time coming. and something Brittany knew she had to do for the best interest of herself and her son in order to move forward and put a stop to this tumultuous cycle they've been living in, said the source. Jax is feeling mixed emotions. He knows this is ultimately the right decision, but is sad that things ended up the way they have. They interviewed Jax while he was inside of another woman. No, Jolene, but this is what I think is probably happening. It's an emotional month for him, and he's trying to stay strong for his son. Okay, Jax, calm down. Talk about making this all about yourself. Since then, Brittany has told People that although she wants to have a healthy co-parenting relationship with Jax, she thinks it's going to take some time to get there. He's a great dad. So great, he signed away his custody. Terrible husband, Brittany said. She told People in September, I'm not ever going to take Cruz away from him. We will always put Cruz first, and we're going to work towards a healthy co-parenting relationship. It's going to take some time. Still, things are very raw between us. But for the most part, I do know if I needed something, if Cruz needed something, I could call him and he would be there for us, except for that time that he said, you keep the kid, you have full custody, and when it comes to child support, other, what is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Chickenhead, thank you so much for the super chat. Chickenhead says Ariana can work with a coworker, but she set boundaries. Yep, she set her boundaries, and we are here for her boundaries. Oh, so let me go back to my friend Christina Coca. Follow her on all the social media and subscribe to her on YouTube because she was posting about this on her Instagram. And so Jax gives Brittany full legal and physical custody of son Cruz per divorce documents. So Jax, according to Christina, filed the latest round of divorce documents himself. He did not use an attorney. Oh my God. What? I mean, just stupid.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So he didn't use an attorney. He was like, I can do it. I can figure this out. It's easy. It's easy. I am pointing this out, Christina says, because in one of the forms, he checked a box stating that they were never legally married. What?
How humiliating and degrading.
Sir, get an attorney. Where's your money going? It cannot possibly be going to the backyard bar you have. So the bar in the alley in, where is it, in Sherman Oaks in the Valley? It can't be going to the backyard bar. Get a lawyer. So he checked the box. They were never legally married. And on another page, checked a married box. So I don't know if Jax made a mistake because he's Jax, or if they seriously did not get married. Obviously, we watched their wedding. Maybe they didn't file the paperwork like Katie and Tom. I don't know. But they have to sign, you have to sign the marriage license and all that, exactly. But he agreed to full legal and physical custody. Let's see if Jax has responded. This dude. Oh my God, Jax. Let's see if I'm blocked. I'm not blocked. Okay. Okay, he's got something in his stories. Let's take a look, guys. Okay, he posted 6 hours ago. From October to November, or no, from October to December, your life is going to change for the better. Without custody of your kid? Okay. And then he posted about his new glasses. So I don't know. He might have meant to do that. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Do you think Jax meant to give away full physical and legal custody of his son to Brittany? And did he mean to check the box that said he wasn't legally married? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if both of them were too drunk on tequila to remember to file their marriage license. I mean, yeah, party time for Jax. Red Wolf says his money is going up his nose. Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I have heard, allegedly, obviously for entertainment purposes only, that he and a certain gentleman who may or may not have used to be on Survivor enjoy a little bit of the nose candy at these appearances they do. to the point where the staff is noticing. Allegedly. Obviously, it's alleged. What do I know? I'm sitting out here in California, like my little niece used to call it. So, yeah, Brandy says, yes, you believe that he meant to do this. He doesn't want any of these responsibilities. He just wants some booger sugar. Okay? He stole the glasses and he took a selfie. Oh, man. Barbara says they didn't have a prenup, so bet she said she won't go after what he has if he gives up the kid. You know what's interesting, Barbara? That could be true. But I was hearing that Brittany actually had more money than him as they were like starting to file in this. That Brittany, remember, she's been doing Jenny Craig for 10 years. 10 years she's been eating that food, allegedly. And that must be a good contract, and she's got Solaire. I don't know. She's got some spa things, some kind of get your chin thing. She's got all that stuff covered. So she's bringing in more money than him. Lisa says Jax doesn't want a kid. He's got his saloon to care for. Yeah, his backyard bar. Teacher B says, how do you ever explain to your child? Ugh, you can't. There's just... He doesn't seem to remember much, Cammie says. This is your brain on rugs. Yeah, Brittany has a lot of endorsement deals. Brittany is on the up and up compared to Jax, like pooper city. He's just going to Canada and allegedly doing booger sugar at these events. Again, what do I know? What do I know? What's going on? So... Okay, Jax, and in the long run, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say to this. It's the worst case scenario that he can't man up and be a dad, that he can't get his shit together and take care of his kid, even if you're going to divorce your wife. I mean, he's always been just a butthole. But yeah, allegedly, obviously, we would never make claims for sure. It's alleged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's my opinion! Something's not right. Hey, Jolene, leave Canada. I hate to bring you into it, Candy. I hate to do that to you, but that is what I'm hearing. Little Canadian birdies, little maple syrup birdies are coming in my ear being like, Jax is doing cocaine in Canada. And I'm like, oh, what? So there you go. Lisa says, of course he picked sunglasses. Like we don't remember him going to jail for the sunglass theft. Exactly. It was on the show, Jax. He's always trying to do something, make himself relevant in this way. And it's just like, no, thank you. Speaking of relevancy, let's talk about Tamra Judge. Tamra, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. So according to Reality Blurb today, Gretchen Rossi, remember her with Slade Smiley? He doesn't make me smile, I'll tell you that. Calls out Tamra Judge amid lawsuit drama. Says Tamra's been getting away with it, destroying people's livelihood, as Gretchen shares why she's no longer staying silent. Gretchen, you were never silent. Stop, ma'am. Plus, if she'd returned to RHOC, we don't need it. We don't need it, right? Put it in the chat if you want to see Gretchen return with Slade. No, thank you. So Gretchen called out former castmate Tamra Judge amid reports of a potential class action lawsuit. Yes, she claims the Real Housewives of Orange County star has been getting away with harming people for years. I mean, she's not completely wrong on that part. And she has no remorse. Yeah, that's right. As she destroys your character. I mean, yeah, Gretchen, yeah, okay, I gotta agree with you. And livelihood. Yeah, okay. The alum also shared why she's no longer staying silent. Was she silent? Okay. Earlier this week, Kelly Dodd, suggested that she, Vicky Gunvalson, and Gretchen should pursue a class action lawsuit against Tamra, who has, according to many castmates, defamed their character and committed slander on national television. Current castmate Ryan Boyajian, I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but Ryan, he's with Jen. He wears stuff, tight jeans and jackets with paint on it, okay? Recently said he's suing Tamra, who claimed on Watch What Happens Live that he stole money from a Dodger player. So Ryan was allegedly caught up in some baseball betting. I don't know. I read it one day and then I let it leave my mind. So on her Instagram stories, Gretchen addressed the situation. It's serious if you hit your Instagram stories. She said, I think it's sad that Tamra's been getting away with harming so many people for so many years now. I believe the only thing she has ever been loyal to is her paycheck. Yeah, okay. In my experience, she makes up horrible lies about people with no remorse of how it affects their actual lives. She will destroy your character, your livelihood, your businesses, etc., etc., under the guise of claiming she's a truth teller. Yeah, she's about as believable as Alex Jones with the truth telling. Finally, it seems the audience realizes it's anything but the truth. It's gross and not okay. Well, I don't think any of us were like, oh yeah, Tamra's the truth teller. We were like, Tamra's the friend that's going to throw you under the bus, and she knows how to stir the pot and make, television moments. I think we've all pretty much been on the same page with that. Gretchen shared why she's no longer staying silent. Ooh, I can't wait to hear this, guys. I have stayed silent for the last several years, but these latest remarks about Ryan really triggered me. Wow. She's triggered Jim Bellino, who previously sued both Tamra and Shannon and won. He sued him for slander and defamation, I believe, and it's still talked about this season as now John Jansen is coming wanting Shannon Storms Bedore's facelift back. He's like, give it to me. I want it because he needs it. No offense, all offense. But John could use it, Shannon. You look good. Maybe give him a little bit of it. I know he's saying $75K, but he wants the facelift. All right. He could benefit from that, allegedly. All right. So it triggered Jim Bellino, Mr. I love God, but women should shut up. She makes categorically false statements about him. And then when he finally stands up for himself to protect his livelihood and reputation, she calls him a little bitch. It's such a BS double standard, she said. She can't go after the men and not expect them to speak up. Yeah, hashtag men matter too. She did this all the time to my husband, Slade. Your husband sucks. No offense. No offense, all offense. And now she's doing it to Ryan. Well, I mean, they all suck, allegedly. Okay. She suggested that Tamra will go on the warpath against Ryan, like she's done to others. Try speaking the actual truth about her. God forbid you do that. Because from my experience, she'll go on a witch hunt, not a witch hunt. Leave the witches out of this, okay? Everybody loves a good coven. Please stop. And try to destroy you, said Gretchen. In my opinion, she's evil, manipulative, and conniving. Yeah, sounds about right. I saw exactly who she was back then and was never afraid to call her out. It seems the audience is finally realizing what I always knew about her. Girl, stop. We knew. We're not idiots. Thank you. Yeah, Slade's trash. No offense, all offense. Okay? Stop. Yes, Ryan is friends with Bellino. Like Teacher B is saying he's also using Bellino's attorney. So there's a chance that this is going to work again. Tamra, Eddie he doesn't like this. All right. You can't. What does Eddie do? Does Eddie have a job? Honestly, is it Housewives? Because it's no shade to Eddie, but he doesn't want to have to pay for this. Running the mouth, yapping, as the kids are saying. Okay. They had the gym and the gym's gone, and that's fine. I know what's he got? Water business. What does he do? I don't even know. Work out? I'm not sure. And that could just be my own ignorance. Okay. Oh my goodness. But Gretchen, we knew too. Okay. Anybody with 2 ears and half a brain hears what Tamra says and goes, okay, well, it can be good television sometimes, but you're going a little too far. Okay. You're stirring the pot. You're just saying stuff. We're not idiots. We don't need Gretchen Rossi to tell us. It's ridiculous. In another Instagram story, Gretchen, of course, was asked if she'd returned to RHOC. And, spoiler alert, Slade was the one who asked her, allegedly, because he wants that paycheck back. I never say never, but it would have to be a really good offer for me. to want to go back and disrupt my peace. Keep your peace, girl. We're not missing you. We are not missing you. No offense, all offense, but no, maybe if you're not with Slade, I'll think about it. That's just me. Eddie doesn't have time for this. He's got health issues. He's got health issues. Tamra was on Watch What Happens Live, and she's like, oh, but it wasn't just that, because she's mad at Ryan because Ryan went on a podcast. Tamra, you have a podcast. You can't be mad about people talking shit about you on a podcast when you have a podcast where you talk shit about people. That doesn't make any sense. If I have this YouTube channel and I'm talking shit about one of my friends and one of my friends has a channel and they talk shit about me, I did it, so they're going to do it. What are you talking about? You can't be mad at someone for going on a podcast when you have podcasts with an S where you talk shit. And then when you don't want to say the shit, you let Teddy say it. So stop it. Stop it, Tamra. So Tamra's on Watch What Happens Live, just being like, oh, yeah. Or she's in the episode, and Ryan, you said whatever. And Ryan's like, I don't know what I said. I was picking out loud blouses. I don't know. I just wanted to wear a blouse and a loud one and fun. So I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, you talked about my son, Ryan. First of all, your son, Ryan, sucks. No offense, all offense. These are just the facts. I don't care if he sent a dick pic years ago. And so I am over that man. Okay. Your younger kids, lovely. Ryan sucks. He sucks. So much stuff has come out about that man. We don't need him. All right. Sucky suck. Suck. I don't care. If Ryan talks shit about the other Ryan, go ahead. All right. And then when that wasn't enough for the audience, she said, oh, on Watch What Happens Live, but that's not all. That's not all. He was talking about Eddie. And Andy's like, go on. Yeah. And they said that Eddie is gay.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
You're lying. No, I'm not lying.
Who cares? I didn't know that was a mean thing to say. What do you care? Even if he did say that. This is such a tired housewife trope cliche. Then we don't like someone, you're like, their husband's gay. Okay, cool. If I was Eddie, I'd be like, yep, I'm gay. One go for you, Ryan, because you're weird. You dress weird. And allegedly you're in a gambling thing. And that doesn't give me boners. I never understand why people get so mad about someone saying they're gay. And tell me I'm gay. Okay, sure. Awesome. Great. Love it. Lesbians, bisexual, fantastic. Pan, give it to me. How's that going to, is Eddie's brand being the straightest piece of straight that ever straighted? Everyone's a little gay. All of us are a little gay. And the people that are going, not me, they're the most gay. They're thinking about the most gay stuff. The people get most offended by the gay stuff are the ones that are thinking about gay stuff. Who cares? Tamra's son? Oh, God, where do I start with Tamra Judge's son, Ryan? I mean, he's just a big loser. Let's see. I don't even know where to start, you guys. Okay. Let me look him to get reacquainted with him. Yucky. Yuck. Let's see. He was arrested for DV in Rancho Santa Margarita, California on June 20th, 2018. He was arrested after a drunken fight with his fiancée, Sarah Rodriguez. Rodriguez called 911 from her neighbor's house, stating that he had hit her. He was released on bail. The judge reportedly was heartbroken by the incident. In 2018, the judge confirmed that the couple are Tamra Judge, not the judge, Tamra Judge, Jesus. Judge confirmed that they were no longer together. He's also just this really hateful dude who's out there just wearing big, belt buckles, being like, I don't like these immigrants and stuff. He's just an idiot. He's a DV, allegedly. Been arrested for it. And just, yucky. He was also, so that was in 2018. And then in 2015, I don't know, this must be a separate incident. He was arrested for a domestic dispute. Maybe in 2018, he went to court for it. He was taken to jail, but then ultimately his child's mother didn't press any charges and the case was dismissed. But there's been just some, I mean, just do a quick Google search of the guy and you'll see. And you will see. Layla said, I'm really late. Ryan sucks, but Tamra's takedown isn't hitting the mark. Well, if you're talking about like all of the people that went out want to sue her, it's pretty comical. I guess Vicky has come out and been like, we're not suing, she's like, I've never had a threesome in my life. And she's like, we're not suing Tamra. But I think Kelly Dodd was just like, we should. And then with Ryan suing. So, yeah. Mallory says, Ryan is the typical dude who hides in the country to get away from city life, held accountable for, yes. Yep, exactly. Just gross. Mallory, 100% right. Kelly just loves to egg on the drama, just like Tamra. They're very much alike. Very, very much alike in that sense. So Ryan, not Ryan, Tamra's son, Ryan, Jen's boyfriend, is, allegedly something's going down in Sioux Town with him onto her. And she had to, after Watch What Happens Live, her and Eddie went live walking the streets of New York. And I watched part of the live and she was like, I think I misspoke here. And then I think I misspoke here. And then I misspoke here because she just yaps. Yappity yap. Teacher B says Ryan was a middleman for Dodgers translator, stealing from him to cover betting debts, allegedly. Oh, where do they find these people? But Tamara's like, the FBI is going to raid your house. And Jen's like, the FBI has not raided our house. I mean, Jen, every time she's like, what are you talking? What? She just always looks shocked by every information. I didn't pay my rent. What? I just love her, the way she's kind of just like, what? Yes, Tamra never lies. She just misspeaks. You guys. She doesn't really mean it. It's just, she gets confused. She's yapping so much. She can't stop. All right. Can't stop, won't stop. So Gretchen broke her silence. To me, she wasn't silent long enough. No offense, all offense. All right. Wasn't silent long enough. Again, like I said, Vicky today has said, Vicky Gunvalson claims Ryan Boyajian, Jen's boyfriend with the ill-fitting and weird style, is not suing Tamra Judge yet. Says he filed a cease and desist. So that's the first line of defense. You send that out. You're like, you better shut your mouth about me or I will take legal action. So he filed a cease and desist. Plus, she shares the two housewife producers tried to get her to fight with, this is called, according to Reality Blurb, Vicky Gunvalson is setting the record straight today, she did, about Ryan Boyajian's alleged lawsuit against Tamra Judge. After sharing earlier this week that Teresa Giudice, 52, had allegedly suggested a class action lawsuit against Tamra, 57, and expressed concern that Jennifer Pedranti, I think that's her last name, 47, would be fired due to Ryan's case against their co-star. The 62-year-old Real Housewives of Orange County cast member confirmed that Ryan is not suing Tamra yet. Ryan's not suing her yet. He filed a cease and desist, Vicky clarified in a comment shared on Reality Blurb's October 2nd post on the Instagram. In other Vicky Gunvalson news, she recently spoke out on a podcast stating that producers of Real Housewives of Orange County attempted to get her to pick fights with both Tamra and Katie Janela, 40, at Ryan and Jennifer's engagement party, which is set to air in an upcoming episode. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't see an engagement party yet. Recalling her conversation with producers, Vicky said she informed them that she was not going to create. I've never had a threesome in my life, and I am not going to create drama at the event. Well, she's not going to do that unless you give her a full-time cast member. A friend of Vicky's not going to go out like that. No way. I said, this is about Jen and Ryan's engagement. They're like, well, it is, but it's really about the season and what's happened everywhere. So this is giving everybody a platform to talk about it. I said, no, this is about Jen and Ryan. They get insurance from me. I added that part. She shared on my friend, my soulmate, my podcast via my. Have you guys ever listened to Vicky's podcast with her? I think is he from the East Coast? He's like an East Coast buddy friend. I mean, their podcast is called My Friend, My Soulmate, My Podcast. What? I've listened to a couple of clips that have been posted on the Twitter. I've never listened to a full episode. I feel like I should now, but I mean, I know my show's called No Offense, All Offense, but that's pretty cool compared to My Friend, My Soulmate, My Podcast. It sounds like one of those inspirational signs that they sell. Like I always say at Kohl's. They probably have it at Kohl's. My friend, my soulmate, my podcast. With a microphone on a wood plank. All right. In addition to encouraging her to confront Tamra about their feud, Vicky said producers also wanted her to speak to Katie about the rumor she brought up about Heather Dubrow. Boring, bring a book. Katie, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Heather Dubrow and Terry Dubrow calling the paparazzi. Gonna call the paparazzi on myself. We don't care. I assume they do that. I assumed that they would do that. Terry and Heather both seem like people that would do that. I think you all would do that. And we just won't drop it every single time. It's like, but I have a friend. Okay. Well, tell Harvey Levin we don't care. Tell him we don't care. I don't care if they call the paparazzi on themselves. How is that outside of the realm of possibility of what reality stars will do? That's like the least problematic thing a reality star could do is call the paparazzi on themselves to pretend that everything's okay while they're at Disney World or Disneyland and look like they're more important than they are. I don't understand. I don't understand. How many soulmates has Vicky had? A lot. One of them had bad teeth and pretend cancer. Yeah. A lot. Right? That's how they get family photos. They call the paparazzi. Who cares? I really don't care. The receipts was the person literally just responding yes. Oh, it's so crazy. So crazy. Alexandra, thank you so much for the super chat. Alexandra says, Jolene, I found your channel for your Vanderpumprules content and started watching BB again after 10 years because I needed more of your content. You are a fabulous entertainer. Thank you so Alexandra D, that is so sweet of you. Thank you for saying that. And I'm so glad you started watching Big Brother. I also am sorry because, you're welcome. And also I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to say. And thank you because Big Brother can be very frustrating. But this season, I think it's been pretty good. I mean, it's got, we're getting to the lull parts. And, but we got tomorrow's episode 2 hour. We got a final 4 HOH happening. So it'll be interesting. Hoss flag it right. Vicky's picker is off. It's off. It definitely is. Yeah. Bring a book. It is boring city township. That lady, what's her name again? Oh, Katie. I was like, I'm going to like her. Her husband seems like a cutie patootie, but I want to like her. I really do. But then the way she came for Gina too, acting as though Gina was saying that, she doesn't want to piss off Heather because she's getting real estate leads. And even Heather was like, I haven't given her any real estate leads. I mean, Heather did at first say, yes, well, she won't get any access to my rich friends. And Gina's like, I haven't even asked her. I am dealing with a breakup. You know how Gina, when she talks, she has a very particular way. Obviously, she has the, what is it, like a Jersey accent, but she kind of swallows or breathes in some of her words. You're like, I've not done that. Or some of her words almost seem like a whisper. She's like, I don't know. But Gina is, no, did you see who one of her clients is? It's the lady that used to be on the show. The weird one. No offense, all offense, who was in a cult. The one that we were like, what is this lady? Is interesting. And she got lots of money after her divorce. I know. Which one, Jolene? All of them. But she had that lady's house in La Quinta. Elizabeth what is her name? Elizabeth Vargas. Yes. Elizabeth Vargas, she's got it like that. She might be a little kooky, but she's got it like that. That was a nice ass house. I was about to drive around and go look for that house around here, but those are like the gated communities. They're not letting me in there. It's like Kyle Richards' house is in that. Those big, beautiful. I mean, they got walls of greenery that go so high they could touch the sky. Yo, Gina's Long Island. She's Long Island. Yeah, she is Long Island. Oh, goodness. But that was so ridiculous. And then as it came out about, then of course, Katie tells Tamra tells Heather, and then like, Gina's using you. And she said that. Well, did she say it, Katie, or did she not say it? I can see Gina being like, I don't really want to piss off Heather Dubrow because it would be a lot of work. If Heather's mad at you, you got to go through so much, Just look how mad she's getting about someone saying she called the paparazzi on herself. I mean, it's annoying, but if someone said, Jolene, you're gay and you call the paparazzi on yourself, I go, yep. Yeah, I do. Why can't they play with it? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm a gay paparazzi caller and I love it. That's what I would do. You make it too big of a deal. It's not strong enough for a storyline. So Heather's like, I would not. And then Katie's like, and Gina said that she can't, she needs you for the leads for your rich friends. Who cares? Candy says Fancy Pants didn't drop any real estate leads to Gina. Gina and her kids would starve waiting for Heather Dubrow's friend pool of potential house buyers, right? Mallory says Heather hates it because it correlates with the rumors of Terry cheating on her. Yeah. I hope New Nose Terry did not, or Old Nose Terry didn't cheat on Heather. But I mean, are people really out here trying to bang Terry? Can you just let Terry be in his marriage? I mean, again, it's Terry's fault if he cheated, but I can't even imagine Terry spitting game. I guess the money talks, but come on. Are they in a cult? Seems like everyone's in a cult these days. It's weird. There's lots of cults. Shout out to the wonderful Savannah Marie, if you're not subscribed to her channel. Friend, I like to call her my friend, Savannah Marie, who covers these crazy MLM cult type stuff. Yeah, Old Nose Terry might have done that, but now we're in New Nose Terry time. Okay, so whatever Old Nose Terry did, that's of the past. Kylie said, isn't it kind of a compliment that Pops would go all the way to Disneyland? That Paps, I don't know why I said Pops. Paps would go all the way to Disneyland to get a photo of them? I could call them and tell them I'm going to Chipotle, and they'd be like, yes. Great point. I never even thought about that, Kylie. That's a great point. Because I call them and they'd be like, who? What do you do? You got a YouTube channel? Okay. Bye. Click. So yeah. I mean, that is a compliment. Oh, yes. Hey, Delisa. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just talking about silly, crazy, cuckoo people. Layla says, I get it. Katie picked a fight to be a good housewife, but pick a better thank you. Pick a better target. And Fancy Pants, she's too sanctimonious to be fun to fight with. And get some original tea to spill. Thank you. I mean, it's boring. Katie, come with something. The lady that cheated with Terry or something. Even that is like, I don't even care. At this point, I don't care. Everyone's a cheater in these shows. I don't care really about that. It's after the scandal of it all. I think I'm either more sensitive or desensitized. Probably both, if that's possible. But to just like, that's the big thing you got. And all because you feel like when you meet Heather, she doesn't remember you and she looks down on you and then you think she tagged you in something so you would see it on Instagram. What? No, that's just how Heather is. All right. You have to, the only way you're going to get any respect from Heather is if she fears you. And that's why, if you notice how Heather kind of cowers to Tamra in a lot of ways, because she's terrified. She's terrified to be Tamra's target because so you got to terrify her. That's the only way you can win with Heather. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's a post-scandal era. I'm going to need more than Terry just cheated with one person that Heather didn't even know. Okay. Is that even cheating anymore? It has to be your bestest best friend who's on the show with you. Now, if it comes out when Beverly Hills is starting, you see they've been dropping some press or some media regarding the new season on social media. Now, if it comes out that Dorit and Kyle Richards, soon to be ex-husband, are they even exes yet? If they were, remember when she got robbed and PK came and she was at Kyle's and she hugged PK and what's his name? Mauricio, Mo at the same time, but then she kissed Mo's arm. We were like, and there was already like weird rumors. So Teacher B says, and why didn't Terry use Dr. Paul sketchy? He said he wanted the best for noses and that Dr. Paul was going to be mad at him. That's a rumor. That has been a rumor for a while. We've never heard any, there's never been any proof provided, but it was a rumor. It's been one of those rumors. It's one of those, demois things, blind items, but not so blind, I guess, because we know the names of the people. But that maybe it's Dorit and Mauricio. Now, again, no proof other than once she kissed him on the arm after getting robbed. But there's been, even like pictures they post online from vacations they might have taken as a family. And they just get the shot of Dorit and Mauricio and people are just running with it. So now if that happens, oh no, that's going to be crazy. I don't think it's true, but it's just one of those like crazy things that in a post-scandal era, you never know.
Allegedly.
Obviously, allegedly. Because why? How would I know? Right? If you kiss the arm, dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Arms have a lot of germs. Allegedly. So Tamra's sitting over here ready to get sued by everybody. Allegedly, obviously. Ryan first, and then, who knows? Gretchen might jump in. Kelly Dodd. Teresa's giving law advice now because her show's on hiatus. And so we'll see what ends up happening with Tamra and her mouth. But I mean, if I had been sued for slander and defamation before and that person won, I would probably be very careful. And it's actually not easy to win a slander and defamation suit. Because I believe what we learned with like the Johnny Depp trial is you have to convince the judge and or jury that this person knowingly spread false information about you to slander you. Not that they might have said something that they believe. Because if Tamra is saying something that she believes is true, and you can't prove that she had any ill intent other than this is what I think, that this is true. I'm not doing it knowing it's a lie. Now, again, law people, feel free to correct me. But I think that's what we learned in Johnny Depp trial. You have to prove that there is, malice intent behind it to hurt that person. And we learned that in the Tasha K versus Cardi B. So, I mean, I don't think it would be that hard to prove that Tamra was doing it with ill intent. But, yeah. Layla says, Teresa's law advice, a phrase I never thought I'd hear. Me neither. But here we are. Shine says, I literally just started the last season of Beverly Hills after the last Jolene Live today. BB feeds are so boring. I know. Well, we'll be eating good in the neighborhood coming up here, because we got Salt Lake City happening right now. We're finishing up Orange County, which has actually been a very good season. I wanted to cover each episode, but, with Big Brother, I just wasn't able to. So I'm glad we have No Offense, All Offense where we can talk about it. And I'll definitely cover like the reunion and stuff. And I want to be covering Salt Lake City. I know that me and Busy Blue are going to cover it over on Sip and Key. But this season of Salt Lake City starting off very good. Then we got Beverly Hills starting, Potomac, New York just started. I don't watch the New York. I can't. Maybe one day. I don't know. And then we'll have, season 3 of Traders coming up. So lots of good stuff happening. Layla said maybe Ryan called. Yeah, they're buddies. They talk, allegedly. Mm-hmm. Witnesses, there are elements with malice is an enhancement charge. Oh, okay. Okay. Mallory says already getting the new teaser trailer for Beverly Hills tells me it's going to be boring. DGF, have you watched the new New York? Well, how many seasons are they in the new New York? 1, 2, 3? Crystal is on Ro? No, she's not. Crystal Minkoff is on Roni. Who's Minkoff? Roni was good. The new Roni? Okay, 2 seasons of it. Thank you, guys. Yes, I saw that. Jim Bellino did a cringe hot tub video where he talked about when he sued Tamra and how, seeing how she's treating Ryan triggered her, similar to how Gretchen's saying it triggered her. So they must have all got together for a trigger party. Oh, goodness. Rebecca Minkoff. Oh, I feel like I should know who Rebecca Minkoff is. Rebecca Minkoff. Is she that lady? Who's Rebecca Minkoff? Shouldn't I know this? She looks familiar. She's a designer. And she's the co-founder of the Female Founder Collective. I don't know what she does. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to this woman. Seems like she does very cool stuff and is very successful, but I don't know this woman. I feel like I should. I feel like a loser. Huh. She seems very pro-woman. Is she on the right show? Is she on the right show? Have I been to TJ Maxx? I was there last night, Kylie. Okay, I know TJ Maxx. I probably own something of hers because if it's at the Max and it's on sale, I'm gonna get it. Oh, she's a friend, not in the cast. Okay. Oh, she's a science. For real? She's a handbag designer. Okay, let me look up her. I definitely don't have a handbag. Rebecca Minkoff bags. And then I'm going to look. I bet I've seen her bags. TJ Maxx. I also hit up the Marshalls, the Target, and the Halloween store. What's it called? The ones that just open seasonally. I don't know why I'm blanking on. Not Spooky World, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, she's pretty. She related to Rob Minkoff, Crystal's husband. Okay. She's got, let's see, where's a Minkoff? How come I'm not seeing a Minkoff? I'll just look bags. Real time, guys. Women's designer handbags. Rebecca Minkoff. RebeccaMinkoff.com. Oh, those are cute. Oh, yes, I think I've seen something like this before. Let's see how much this is. Okay, so $400. Yeah, all right. A little more expensive than my gal Kate Spade. A little more. But maybe they got an outlet. I don't know. She got accessories. Good for her. Good for her. Right, Scientology Wild at NYC. They got a Scientology center in Minnesota. When I went back to visit, I mean, I go back to visit all the time, but one time I went back and I was driving downtown St. Paul and I'm like, that used to be the Science Museum. And now they moved it somewhere else. But the old Science Museum is now a Scientology building. I was like, what, the who, the huh, the what? What is going on? Spirit Halloween. Yes, Spirit. I love Spirit Halloween. It's just fun to walk through there. Yes, Salt Lake started. They're like 2 or 3 episodes in. It started off strong. Oh, Nordstrom Rack. I do sometimes go to a Nordstrom Rack. It's a little fancy for me, the Nordstrom Rack. It's a little fancy, you know. I prefer a good TJ Maxx, but you can find some good stuff at the Rack. Natalie at Scientology, life after a cult, Pomegranate says, would probably love to do a collab with you on this show. She was looking for collabs. Natalie, who's Natalie? Oh, DM me. I don't know who that is. I mean, Home Goods just has my heart. Sometimes it's as messy as a Ross Dress for Less, but I'll dig through that shit. I will dig and find. Yes, the Nordstrom Rack by my house is actually very organized. The Nordstrom Rack, when I used to live in Arizona, not organized. Very messy. Messy. So that's what we got going on, you guys. That's No Offense, All Offense for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to all my super chatters. You guys are awesome. And my new members, Brienne, David, Amy, Kelly Cal, thank you for the super chat. Chickenhead, PK, Neely, Dorkface. Oh, no, it's not even Neely. It's Chickenhead, PK, Dorkface, Neely. How did I miss that? Love it. Alexandra D, thank you so much. Virginia Thornton, thank you for becoming a member. Chickenhead coming with another super chat. Thank you. Alexandra D, thank you for the super chat and the incredibly kind comments. Thank you to everyone for participating in the chat. We're going to get that Home Goods sponsorship over here. That's what I need. I need to be a Home Goods partner, you guys. Then my life will be complete. If I can get Target, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, let's see. I'm not TJ Maxx. One thing I love to collab with me, the way I sound. You know, all the greats, all the lates and the greats. You're going to email me, but couldn't find it. Oh, just go joleenreacts@gmail.com. joleenreacts, REACTS @gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat for you. reacts@gmail.com. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for participating in the live chat, and you're all beautiful pumpkin spice babies. Please comment after the video post, hit that like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. And like I always say, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you see,